Where are things going wrong? We have so much of training happening all across the world, and I'm not country specific or region specific or culture specific. I'm sure, like you said, you are still into training, one of the best companies in the world. Yet, despite all this training that is happening, why is that the bosses fail to address the aspect of human behavior or behavioral issues which could actually make them leaders? What
See,
goes on behind the minds?
basically one thing we need to understand, we cannot keep all the countries and all the corporates at one on one
Okay.
platform, because they are very culture specific.
Okay.
Okay. And if you go through the models that are available for intercultural values, right?
Hmm.
Okay. uh, you see whole of the Asia, there is a dominance in the culture all the time. There is something called power distance index. This
Hmm.
is very high when
Hmm.
it comes to Asian cultures.
Hmm.
Okay. When it comes to Western cultures, this is very low. you
Hmm.
know like for India, 78% is the power distance index,
Hmm.
whereas it is about 40-45% for Western cultures,
Hmm.
right? So what it does is that if power distance index is very high, then automatically domination comes in.
Okay.
You understand? The way of looking at hierarchies also completely is different in Western cultures and Asian cultures.
Hmm.
In Asian cultures, because they're dominant cultures, what will happen? Highly dominant cultures. What will happen? Power distance will be very high between
Hmm.
the boss and the subordinate. You
Hmm.
understand? We
Hmm.
start respecting seniority, number one. Second thing we start respecting is the age.
Hmm.
Third thing we start respecting is the position.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, all three are not related to real performance of the people. Just because somebody is occupying a higher chair, then you have to respect them, right? Which is not true in those cultures which have low
Okay.
PDI, power
Okay.
distance index.
Hmm.
So what would happen in America is that, you and me are working and you are my boss, but still you are supposed to be equal with me. In order to be equal, you need to put on the behaviors to express that equality.
Hmm.
That's the reason why in Western cultures people can call the boss by name, but then in Indian culture we don't call.
Hmm.
You understand that?
Hmm.
Okay. So equality is practiced more in Western cultures, and in our culture, the
Okay.
dominant, basically the control culture.
Okay.
Moreover, one understanding with which all the people should be working in corporates is that there is a hierarchy,
Hmm.
right? Hierarchies are respected in high power distance index cultures,
Hmm.
right? So ours is a high power distance index.
Hmm.
So what would happen naturally is in hierarchy, everybody would like to assert their own control over the others, because it is based on power. No, hierarchy is based on power. Okay, so
Okay.
everybody
Uh-huh.
would like to exercise their powers.
Hmm.
Okay, at every given opportunity, they would like to exercise their power and tell others that I am superior to you. So naturally, the games will be played more and more in such cultures.
Hmm.
You understand? So
Hmm.
everything belongs to. I mean, it's culture specific actually.
Okay.